Hello again, my internet friends. This is Patrick, and it's after work. It's 4:30 in the afternoon, and I have had a hell of a day. I've driven 127.1 miles so far today, and I managed to get done with work at a pretty reasonable time, but I did have to enlist some help from the per diem nurses to get all my visits done. When I did my schedule yesterday, there were 8 visits on my schedule, which is of course impossible to get done like in any decent amount of time. 4 or 5 is more reasonable. So then out of those 8, one person I was able to move to another day, and then there's some other couple of things got moved around, and then some of the nurses helped me pick up the other ones that I didn't have time for. And then the development of an emergency, I had to stop what I was doing and then go back to visit somebody that I'd already visited, which was really important to do. So another nurse took one of my other visits from me, which was one of my new admissions. I really wanted to see this person myself, but I ended up driving back and forth to one person's house a bunch of times. So I was really lucky that the per diem nurses were working today. Otherwise, I would have had a lot of trouble getting everything done. I had both of my speaking engagements last week. Those went pretty well. I did the core course, and I talked at the Coast Guard to tell the volunteers how much we appreciated them. And I really got up there without a really clear idea of what I was going to say. Everybody said I did really well, and I was eloquent, and I made everybody feel good about what they were doing. But I feel like I lost track. I lost my train of thought too many times. I would finish a point and then kind of look up to the side like the answer was written on the ceiling or something. Thankfully, our community development director, or whatever you call her job title, the head of community development, jumped in and helped steer the conversation onto a new tack. And then we got the volunteers themselves participating and sharing their stories about different things and stuff like that. So that was good. It's nice to have buffet bacon. That was really the big plus for me. There was a buffet style breakfast with lots and lots of bacon. That really made it worthwhile. I've got a new class starting today. I'm done with the universal human search for truth, justice, and the common good, and I'm done with nursing theory and professional roles, thank goodness. So now I'm taking Nursing 601 Research Methods. I have never taken a research methods class before, but it sounds pretty boring. But I guess we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Sounds like a lot of looking things up maybe involved. Yes, I may be looking up many things. And what else is going on? I'm only taking one class in this 8-week cycle because they couldn't get me into some other class that I needed, but they told me I could double up somewhere else, so I guess it's not really going to affect the whole thing. But yeah, very, very busy day today. I constantly felt like I was behind the 8 ball just all day. No matter what I did, I could not get ahead. The visits that I didn't give away and the visits that I stuck to and did myself, I was an hour late for all of them. And one visit I was at right when this emergency happened, so while I was at the visit, I didn't really get anything done because I was there to supervise a home health aide, which I have to do every 2 weeks or so. And while the guy was in the shower, I get this phone call. I'm like, oh no, I gotta leave. So fortunately I don't have to. Fortunately, I can do the rest tomorrow. I don't have to work until late doing it today. So that's kind of nice. I went to a party for one of my patients who had died, and I don't usually go to that kind of thing, but we did have kind of a funny relationship, so I had to go and do it. They gave out this brochure, this flyer about his life and all the nice things that people had to say about him and stuff, and it was pretty amazing. People from all over. It was a really well-attended party. It must have been over 100 people there, and I got to meet all of his old college friends and stuff, and swap stories about him and things. It was really nice. Not the kind of thing I do often. Just once in a while. They had an open bar and everything. It was kind of cool. So, I guess I'm going to have to take a look at this class and see what kind of homework I have due this week. I'm not going to get any of my books for the class until Wednesday, which is usually in this 8-week weekly assignment class setup. Wednesday is usually when the first assignment is due. So I may get my textbooks on the same day as the due date of my first assignment. I'll have to take a look. Sleepy. I think it's because of an overcast day. I always get sleepy on overcast days like this. Just feel like taking a nap. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to go to car washes anymore. I went to a car wash last week, and just a few days, just a couple of days later, it rained. It rained, and a bird pooped on my car, very shortly after. And because of work, I didn't really have time to go to the car wash. They have this guarantee that if you need another car wash within, X number of days, you can come and do it again. But I wasn't able to because of work. All right, I guess that wasn't very exciting. I'll try to come up with something better next time.